Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check it out. I got a new radio from Retevis here. This is the Retevis HA2, kind of an upgrade to one of their older radios, and nice looking radio. Case-wise, that is a nice hard blow molded case with a built-in battery. It does come with a dock, a charging stand, or dock if you want to call it that. And it does have some accessories, a wristband, which is helpful. And I don't have a screwdriver small enough for it right now, but I'll definitely be adding the belt clip. How's it powered? USB-C cable, and it does come with all the stuff to do that job. Also, the antenna is removable. I've just got this one screwed on already. Now, my kit did come with the charging, or not charging, but the programming cable. And there are new software updates available for this, or there will be shortly. You know, usually they update these things about once a year, sometimes once every 6 months. The manual is in English all the way through, it appears. Yep, and it is, how many feet long? There we go, 39 pages long. Not bad. Now, the radio itself is that blow molded case, like I said, but up on top here, we have a transmit button there, or transmit light. We have our red button, or in this case it's orange, but that's our emergency button. We have our volume on off here, and then we have channel select here. On the front, we have a nice color screen, and then a full keypad. That keypad, I believe, is backlit. Yeah, it's backlit there. So that's what you get there. That's what comes in the kit. And a good little radio to have just like sitting, scanning and listening if you have local 2-meter, 440 or whatever traffic in your area. Let me get the camera closer in and we will go over some of its many features and functions. These radios are always cool to play with. Every one of them seems to build on its previous edition, and I have no doubt this will be much the same. Let's do it. All right, well, here it is up close. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And there we go, and you can see dual channel mode here is already activated. Have some
3,
programmed in here with channel numbers.
2, 1, 4.
And you can
3,
see it covers
2.
both the 2-meter and 440 bands as well, so that's nice. Let's get into it right away. Let's go to menu here and we'll show you some of the stuff it can do. We have the radio, and we have display mode. We can go by frequency, we can go by name, or we can go by channel. For right now, we'll leave it at that. Up and down, we have our band select. Do we want band A, band B, or both? And right now, we're going to keep it at both. And then we have our backlighting. Then we have our backlighting. Can change the settings on that and the brightness on that. For right now, I'll leave that alone as well. Lock settings and side key settings, we'll leave those alone. Audio, let's get into that. Audio enable, mic gain, call tone, and Roger beep are all there. Let's get into call tone. You can see we can change and set those up. And of course, I do love my Roger beep. So let's go in there and turn it on. There we go. All right, keeping going down. Vox settings are here. And of course, you can hook mic and earbud Vox setup for it right here. Push to talk is right here. We do have 2 function buttons as well. All right, let's get back in there and keep going. We're still in radio here. Power save mode, menu timeout settings, which are pretty quick, and we can save channels here. Single tone and auto power off, battery display power, alias display, date and time set, zone time, radio information, and factory reset. That's just one. This thing has a lot of menus, so we'll get out of that and we'll get into our zones, and we can add a zone. We can do quick zone. We're currently set up for zone 1 here. I'll just leave that be, but just know that's available to you. Channels, let's get into it. So we have all kinds of channel spots here. Right now, that's all that's programmed in. But like I said, you can put in as many channels as your heart desires. This thing has, I think, over 100 storage. So you're gonna have a hard time finding that many people to talk to, quite frankly. All right, 1 key frequency pair. Now this one is something I haven't seen on too many things, but if I want to hook this radio to another radio, I key down on that radio, boom, and it is going to find and sync up with that. That's really cool. So Yeah, you get to Hamfest. You want to be able to talk to everybody at Hamfest, or you're out at fairgrounds, or who knows where you're at, but there's a bunch of people with radios and you're just trying to do this thing real quick. That is like the quickest way to link two of these things together. I like that. Scan mode, let's get into that. We can either scan by channels, scan by channels, I don't know, channel by scan, right? Or VFO scan set is also available here. I think that the scan, if I'm going to do it, I'm scanning the whole thing. If I want to just scan the channels that I've programmed in, I can also do that. But for the most part, I just leave that on one. Signaling, let's get into that. Common settings, let's get into that. PTT-ID settings and decode settings are available for you. And then DTMF signal. I'll be honest with you guys, maybe somebody can help me out with that one. I am not familiar with that. I don't know what that means. All right, let's go on down. Emergency information. We can set that emergency call. So when we press that button, we're going out on the emergency station. FM radio. Yeah, sure, it's got that built in too. We can turn that back off. But if you want to use this as a portable FM radio, you're certainly welcome to do so. Weather. Yeah, it's got the weather too. Let's go. Do I want the weather alarm on or off? I want it off so it doesn't scare me to death. However, if you're living in Tornado Alley, it might not be a bad idea to leave that on. And let's go ahead and turn the NOAA channels to the on position. So
chance of showers. Cooler with highs in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Winds 10 miles per or less.
And that's how that works. Bluetooth capable. Everyone's always asking me about Bluetooth capable. Well, this one is. Copy configuration. So if you bought 20 of these radios for a business, which is very common, you could take that and you could now clone that to every single radio in the building. So you only have to pretty much program the one, which is nice. APRS is available as well. You can get in there and set it up, position, right? So they have all that information there. Beacon transmitter, interval, all of it. Pretty cool if you ask me. GNSS is as well. We've got that information. It even comes with a compass. Now, I did not know. Do a figure 8, so I have to program that. I don't want to take it off the table right now, but it does have a built-in compass. There's an app for it, so there's the QR code for that. And then we're back up to the top. So that's pretty much the basic features and functions of this thing. Of course, you can direct enter. I'll take it off the stand for that. You can direct enter frequencies if you want to. You have high and medium and low power output. You have your battery indicator there. Mics here. Main speakers right below it. And it's just a good overall looking radio. Little screw that thankfully has like a rough edge. So if you want to program it, it's right there. The battery does have a USB charge directly on it. So if you're away and didn't bring the base with you, don't worry about it. You can plug directly into a USB-C and charge from that. Function buttons over here, plus our push to talk. Up on top, channel select, volume control. And the antenna is, of course, removable, replaceable. You could set this up as a base with an external antenna or replace it with a longer one, or I'm sure even a shorter one if you're into a situation where you just don't have that kind of clearance. Inside of a building, perhaps, don't want to have that big of an antenna on you. That's fine. So there it is. The Retevis HA2. Another cool product from those folks. I really like the radios they're putting out. I think they're on par with Kenwood and Motorola, to be honest with you. I don't know, I've been looking at these radios from this company for a good many years now, and the quality has come a long way. And that's not to say they were ever terribly bad, but certainly seems like they've gotten a lot better over the years. I guess that'll do it for today, my friends. I will leave a link where you can get this thing, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.